Hey guys, it's Gary. Welcome back to Thrifty in OKC. If you are just joining for the first time, I am a part-time reseller who loves to treasure hunt at thrift stores, garage sales, estate sales, and the flea market. So today I am going to share a haul video with you. This is actually not a haul video that I found, but it is a haul video that my husband found. So my husband is also a treasure hunter. He loves the thrift store. He and I sell very different things. He does a lot of electronics and video games. I do a lot of clothing and jewelry and ladies accessories, but he also knows what I like, and so he's always keeping his eye out for me. I'm always keeping my eye out for him. Right now, with everything going on, we're not at the thrift store a lot together or estate sales or anything like that, because we have a child and we are trying to keep him home and keep him safe. So if we are going out, of course, we are masked up and washing our hands, but we try to only go one at a time and one of us stays home with our little guy so that he's not out and exposed. So that being said, my husband came home the other day and he had been to the thrift and he found a few really cool jewelry items, and so I wanted to share those items with you. So the first one I actually have on, it still has the tag on it. It was $2.99. It is this heart ring. It is stamped sterling silver. I have pretty tiny fingers. My guess is it's like a 5 or a 6, but probably a 6 to fit on that finger. But I thought this was really nice. I do pretty well with silver, and if it's small enough, he knows I'll keep it. I feel like I'm giving you guys the finger, even though as my son would say, the bad finger, but I'm not. I might keep this one, I don't know, but he knows, if they're smaller and they're silver, there's a good likelihood that I would keep. Hearts do really well for me selling those, so I might put that up for sale. So that was the first sterling silver item that he got. And he got that, and then he also got this necklace I'm about to show you. And then the rest of the stuff is very different. This is a sterling silver. It is stamped on the back, both the pendant, hopefully you can see that. I know this is probably really close up. And the necklace is stamped 925 sterling silver. This is a collar type style, quite likely from the 80s. It does bend a little bit, so if you have a thinner neck, you can make it a little bit smaller. A wider neck, you can make it a little bit bigger. I'm not gonna do that just because I don't want it to get the wear and tear. I will likely sell this as a set. It was purchased as a set. This was a little pricey for me. It was $12.99. I don't normally pay that much, but I thought it was a really nice piece, and I'm hoping somebody loves it and snatches it right up because it is interesting and it's in really good shape. It does have a little bit of tarnish. I don't typically polish jewelry. A lot of people like the patina of it, especially on the sterling silver pieces that have a little bit of a Native American or Mexican feel. I never really understood that until I bought a necklace that was missing a stone, and I took it in, and it was a beautiful Native American butterfly. I took it in, I had the spiny oyster shell, I guess, replaced on one of its wings, and I thought it looked super cool. It was very hippie style, bohemian looking, and they polished it, and it looks like a totally different necklace. So I know there's a way to add patina back on. I may have to do that later. I have not done it yet, but I did not love the necklace quite as much when it was polished as I did when it was tarnished. So I don't polish my silver. If somebody wants to polish it, they can. But that way, if they don't want to polish, they'll get it with that nice patina already on it. So the other pieces that he got, again, are very different from the sterling silver bohemian feel. These are a lot of very vintagey kitsch mid-century. So this is the first one. This is a blue brooch. It does not have any maker's mark on it. It is prong set. I always look for the prong settings. Brooches do really well in coat season. So coat season is coming up. A lot of people who might not wear these normally will snatch them up to wear on their coats, on the lapels. So if you sell brooches or you're new to jewelry and you're wanting to get it, or you're wanting to get into selling jewelry, now is the time to get those brooches up. I sell quite a lot of brooches, but I sell a lot more of them in the fall and the winter. So he got that blue one, which I thought was really pretty. Now this one I think is just gorgeous. Again, no maker's mark on it. I thought I had a pendant piece that I had not noticed before. I like my old lady that I have to pull my glasses down. So this one, I thought that center stone was beautiful. The colors on this are beautiful. This would even be really pretty as a set with the two, in my opinion. I might list them that way. I don't know. I do that. But that center stone is just beautiful. Again, these are all prong set. You want to look for prong set items if you can find them, because they tend to have a little more value, or might be a nicer piece if they had that prong set versus the stones glued in. This one is very 80s. I sold one similar to this that was stamped Givenchy. This is not stamped Givenchy, but I love to wear these with a collared shirt or on your jacket lapel, either one. But this one, it's nice. It feels like a nice quality. It has really pretty jewel tones. So I've already got this one up in my Etsy shop. We'll see how long it lasts. And then he found this beautiful pink brooch. Pink is hard to find a lot of times in a brooch. This one is stamped Austria on the back. I cannot, you like my old lady again face? It's right there. You probably cannot see that. But again, all prong set stones, nice quality, feels heavy. Usually heavy is a good sign, heavier on the brooches. So that pink one was a stunner. I actually went back the next night just to make sure he hadn't missed anything, and I found one like this in a blue color that is also stamped Austria. So I was glad I went back. I paid $2.99. He paid $2.99 for all of those individually, not all together. So $2.99 each, which I thought was a really good deal for them. And then we paid $4.99 for this, and this one is beautiful. This is a rhinestone bracelet. I mean, this for a wedding would be gorgeous. Anything with these like iridescent stones, I always put up in my Etsy shop as a bridal item, because brides are always looking for vintage jewelry. I get a lot of vintage brides, which I love. Again, no maker's mark, nothing on the clasp. It does have the safety chain. It does have the prong set stones. So I am still learning about jewelry. If you recognize any of these, please, please leave me something in the comments down below. I know what I know. I mean, I'm kind of doing it like I did with clothes. I started selling vintage clothes about 5 years ago, and little bit by little bit, I've just picked up a lot of knowledge. So I'm just starting with jewelry, and little bit by little bit, I'm learning things. Like I've shared with you, the prong setting is an important thing to look for, glass stones versus plastic stones. But I ask a lot of questions. I go on Texas Scouts Jewelry Lovers Facebook page, and that is a great place. There are loads of helpful ladies on there, and they will, and men, there's some men on there too, and they will answer your questions. They will help as much as they can identify things. If you cannot, you do have to do your own research first, but I do recommend them as a resource for sure. So that's my little bitty haul for the day. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, if you recognize any of the pieces, please leave that information in the comments down below. I am always open to learning new things, and I would hate to not list something that was really valuable because I thought it was just a regular old brooch, even though it is still gorgeous. And if you want to list brooches, now is the time to start getting them up. Winter will be coming, or colder months will be coming. Not where I am, not probably middle of October, but in lots of parts of the country next month, it's going to start to get cool and people will start wearing their jackets. So if you liked what you saw, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.